Video 10. Consolidation of different models. In some circumstances, you may wish to compare strategies based on different biological assumptions. For instance, growth at different temperatures, the use of different feeds or different assumptions concerning FCR or mortality rates, etc. In order to do this, in version 1.1 of the spreadsheet model, an additional sheet, Consolidate, has been added to the end of the workbook. This is essentially the same format as the 5-comparison sheet. However, instead of taking input data directly from the 4 strategy sheets, you can copy and paste data here from the 5-comparison sheet. There is a range selector and action button to do this to the right of the first strategy comparison chart. First, select the strategy on the 5-comparison sheet that you wish to copy and paste to the Consolidate sheet. These are labelled Strategy 1 to Strategy 4. Then select which position you wish to paste the range into on the Consolidate sheet. These are labelled Strategy A to Strategy D. Once the correct source and destination have been chosen, click on the Copy and Paste button. You can then change your biological variables and then select another cage strategy to copy to the Consolidate sheet using a different destination range. For the sake of a simple example, let's set the water temperature to 24 degrees on the start page. We then go to the comparison sheet and decide to use Strategy 1 and Strategy 2 for further comparison. So we use the Copy and Paste button to copy from Strategy 1 to Strategy A, and then from Strategy 2 to Strategy B. We can then go back to the start page and change the water temperature to 26 degrees. Then back to the 5-comparison page, and this time we still want to compare Strategy 1 and 2, but copy them to Strategy C and D on the Consolidation sheet. We can then go to the Consolidation sheet and see the results. Strategy A and B are at 24 degrees, and Strategy C and D are at 26 degrees. You can immediately see the difference that makes to the potential annual production. Whilst not so relevant for this particular example, unless you are comparing cages at different sites, the results for different scenarios can be compared on the Consolidate sheet in the same way as for the 5-comparison sheet by allocating cages to the selected strategies. Since these scenarios include the cost of fry and feed and the price obtained for the sold fish, you can also adjust these values in addition to the biological variables between different strategies. However, the remaining financial analysis on the page will depend on the current values, so you should not change the size of your farm, the number or sizes of cages for instance, when you are changing other variables for each strategy. With this added worksheet, the model should be more flexible and enable a wider range of biological and cost assumptions to be compared and combined.